back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my Pan Those Eyeshadows update. I do think for this month I will be slightly late on some videos just because I have family here and my schedule will be a little bit different. So I'll probably be only posting 1 to 2 videos a week at this rate if I'm lucky. But anyway, we have my Pan Those Eyeshadows. I'm working on I think 6 shades. It's kind of crazy. Alright, so let's start with the shade that I have used the least. I actually hit pan on it, so I stopped using it as soon as I hit pan, which is from the Vintage Glam from Gloss Gods. I've had this in the project for several months now. I did speak about it just last week in my beauty bank video, so if you want to go check that out, you can. But yeah, it is this shade right here. It is a matte, obviously, and it's called She's Timeless. It was a really nice shade to use, a really easy shade to use, but it took me a lot longer than expected. But this one is rolling out and I'm happy to have been able to hit pan on the Gloss Gods matte because it's my first time doing it and took a little bit more time than it does with a shimmer, so just bear that in mind. Okay, next up I have a shade in this palette here from GlamShop. I'm not going to butcher how to say this, so we're just going to leave it as this, but I don't think they have this palette anymore, sadly. It was part of their, I think it was like a 70s, 80s bundle, and I got all 3 palettes in the bundle, and it was pretty cool. So this one, I've been working on this gorgeous shade down here. As you can see, I don't have a pan. I've only used it twice. I actually put a tiny bit on it today because I've been struggling to get some wear on some of these, but I don't think it's going to take me too many more uses to hit pan because it is quite a creamy shimmer metallic shade, and I think it will be pretty easy. So yeah, we're gonna go with it. But yeah, it's got the longest little name, and obviously this is a Polish brand, so I cannot pronounce any of these words, but I'm hoping that I can hit pan in it maybe by the end of this month. But we'll see, because as I said, this month's a little bit up in the air for me in terms of filming, and so me kind of getting on track with my projects has also been a little bit of a struggle. Okay, and then we've got a shade from this palette. This is from Makeup Revolution. It is the Dangerous Love palette. Shade, I don't remember what the shade name is called, but it basically is this gold shade right here. And this one's been really fun to use, but I've only used it 3 times since the last update, so not too many uses, but it's definitely one of their creamier shimmers. This palette does have a few of the different formulas, and this is probably the nicest formula, and that's the reason why I picked the shade. I actually do have a little bit on today as well, so yeah, I used it for the 3rd time today, so you can see I'm struggling a little bit, but yeah, it's nice. Okay, next up, I was really hoping to have a pan in it. It is my ColourPop shade. I rolled in the shade Billie Jean from the Blue Moon palette. Let me just take it out of this massive thing so I don't have to hold this all up. This one I've used 3 times since the last update, but there is quite a big dip in there because the shade is quite old now. It did start to crumble on me ever so slightly, and I did go into it 1 time with a brush. So I do think that I will be able to hit pan, I think, in the next couple of uses. I think we're really close because that is quite a significant dent that I've made in there, and I wasn't expecting it. So yeah, I just haven't been wanting to wear blue the last week or so. Actually, no, that's a lie. The last couple of weeks I haven't been wanting to wear blue, but I think this will definitely be rolled out, and in this project I always want to have one of my ColourPop singles, so it'll be really fun to be able to roll this out and then roll another one in. But I'm not going to roll another one in now because I don't think I'm going to be able to get any use on it. Okay, next up is another shade that I thought I would be rolling out. It is from my What's Up Beauty palette, the Geodes palette, and it is the Citron shade. I have used this 3 times since the last update. There is a little bit of a dip forming. I don't think these pans are too deep because I have hit pan on another shimmer in this project, but this one is crumbly and it's just taking a little bit of time, but I'm not like forcing it. So I'm only using it when I want to use it, and I've only used it 3 times this last month. So not a huge amount, but I definitely think that I'll have a pan in this by the next update. So yeah, this is kind of like a bad update because I have 1 pan to share with you, but like everything else is like, oh well, I'm close, but I'm not quite there. And I think if I had pushed myself the last couple of weeks, I definitely could have had a little more than one pan, maybe 2, maybe 3 pans, but it's fine. I've just been a little bit too busy. Okay, next up is a shade that I've actually have been pushing a little bit more to just try to get my uses on it, because I could see that it wasn't a shade that I'm going to hit pan on. So I just want to make sure I get as many uses as possible, because I do have a 20 use like rollout rule, and I was hardly using it. So it is from my Essence palette, the Circle of Life palette from the Lion King, and it is the shade Pride Lands. I don't think you're going to be able to really see any significant change on it, but I have used it 5 extra times this month, including today. But yeah, it's just not, it's not a matte that I think I'm going to be able to hit pan on in 20 uses. I think it's going to be a long time. I've used it 13 times so far in this project, so I have 7 more uses to go. Yeah, and I just don't think I'm gonna do it. So I keep blinding him, sorry about that. So that one is obviously staying in. So I do have 6 shades, as I said, that I'm working on. Usually I work on 5 shades, but I kind of feel like rolling a new shade in because I did hit pan in the Vintage Glam palette from Gloss Gods. So we will be rolling in a new shade just to keep it exciting. And I don't know, for some reason, we have 6 shades now we're working on. So let's just get on it. All right, so we're just gonna pick an eyeshadow palette, and then I will decide which shade I want to do, because I don't like leaving it up to fate. Okay, Gloss Gods Dancing in the Sky. That is currently not in a project, so let's pull that. It's basically my favorite palette of all time. All right, so that is this palette right here. It is quite a green palette. I have it pan in this shade. I think that was in my Pan Those Eyeshadows last year. You can see the pan depth is really, really small. It's not deep at all. So this will be interesting to have another pan in here. I do think these shades are absolutely gorgeous. This one already has a significant dip, so I could just cheat and roll that one in. This one also could definitely be an easier one, but it's quite similar to the Citrine shade in the Geodes palette, which is more of the yellow, so I don't think I want to roll something in that is too similar. Let me just swatch everything and then let's see what kind of goes with my color story. Alright, so this is my current color story. So this is the GlamShop shade. This one is the Billie Jean shade from ColourPop. Then we have the Citron shade from What's Up Beauty. Then we've got the Essence Matte here from the Circle of Life. And then this is the Makeup Revolution sort of goldy shade. So very neutral with a pop of blue and pink. So I think really any color from the Dancing in the Sky will work, because there's a lot of these flip purple, but obviously also many of them are very green leaning. I'm just thinking, like, what do I want to wear? I mean, I really am leaning towards this one. It's a little bit different. Let's just swatch. So this one would be like, it's like an icy bluey purple shade. It's really pretty. This one actually is really pretty, but it's a different type. It's like more of your thick metallic. So I don't know how easy that would be. Oh, that's gorgeous though. I don't know how easy that would be to hit pan on. And then I'm thinking maybe this green up here. This is more of the soft sort of topper shades that they have. And that has like a base of like a brown, and then it has the green. They're all very pretty. I don't know which one I want to hit pan on. This is the problem. I could just do a number generator, right? I don't think I want to though. I don't think I want to use any of these because they're a little bit darker. Maybe let me just swatch this one, because this one's quite interesting too. It's more of like a bluey green, very pretty. More of that thicker formula as well. What would go? Let me just let's look at the color story. I know this is kind of boring, but nothing really goes other than this one, because I think this would go really nicely with the Billie Jean and possibly this one. And I just think this one kind of makes sense. The green kind of would make a lot of sense with these more neutral tones. This one actually, and this one, maybe I'll go with that one, which was, because it's got hints of pink as well. Oh gosh, I think that one was this one right here, which is called Bucket List. I think I'm gonna go with Bucket List. They're all stunning, like that's the problem with this palette. They're absolutely stunning, every single shade, but I think it's about making it a little bit more interesting for me but also making it make sense, because I want to pick a shade that will make sense with the rest of my color story, and it won't make sense with these two shades, but I think of this like murky green will make sense with these three. So I think, yeah, that's what I'm going to be rolling in. Kind of fun, kind of weird. I mean, it's neutral with a pop of blue, but now it has that green that, well, kind of ties in with the neutral. It's just that pop of blue and pink need to go. So hopefully I can hit pan on quite a lot by next time. I don't know, we'll see, we'll see. It's hard because I don't know what I'm really going to be doing this month. So yeah, we'll wait and see. But yeah, rolling in the Dancing in the Sky from Gloss Gods, my favorite palette in my collection. So that is a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you'd like to, and I will try to be uploading as much as possible, but just know my schedule might be a little bit different. Usually I have been posting 3 videos a week. I might just be cutting back on that slightly, just because I'm busy, and I apologize, but it's the summer and I'm trying to enjoy the summer. So anyway, thank you so much. I hope everyone is doing well, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.